Hello, welcome to Plateau Voice. My name is Cho. I'm so excited to be here once more. I'm in the city of Jos, somewhere in Jos, called Tudun Wada. Guys, I'm in Tudun Wada, popularly known as T-Wat. You know what I mean? Now, on a serious note, Tudun Wada is one of those cities, those places in Jos that has produced a lot of youths that have impacted positively to Plateau State and to the country. Now, Tudun Wada has produced footballers, politicians, top youth entrepreneurs, and then a lot of people that have done a lot of things that are positive towards Plateau and even towards Nigeria. So I'm so excited to be here. As Two-Face will say, do the Gaga shuffle, you know what I mean? You know, Tudun Wada is the place to be. Guys, if you are not in Jos, there are only two places in Jos, Tudun Wada and others. That's why I'm so excited to be here once more. Peace out. Hello everybody, I have somebody here with me and I would like him to introduce himself for me. What is your name, sir?
My name is Godknows Moses Richard, and one time the caretaker, chairman of youth leader within Tudun Wada. Presently, by the special grace of God, a few months ago, election was conducted in Tudun Wada, and I was privileged to emerge as the P.R.O of Tudun Wada Community Development Association.
Okay, wow. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Now, I'm so passionate about youth and I'm so passionate about community development. And that is one aspect which Plateau Voice stands for. Rural development, community development, youth entrepreneurship. Now, have you seen changes in Tudun Wada, especially with the youth? Have you seen changes now that the new ESCOs are on ground?
Thank you for that wonderful question. This is a privilege we have been looking for, so that we can also be able to tell the world, tell Plateau people exactly what is going on or what has happened before and what is happening presently. Based on your questions, sincerely, there is changes in the sense that when we came on board, it was a war, or it's more or less like a war, trying to put some things in order because already a lot of things has gone wrong. So when we came on board, the mandate given to us is to conduct the election and also try as much as possible to put structure on ground. But at the end of the day, we were able to conduct the election successfully, and the youth leader emerged in person of Mr.Kefas and presently, if you see Tudun Wada, it is not the Tudun Wada I used to know. And based on his initiative and his master plan he came with, and he was able to see how he can be able to give education to the youth. Not only giving education to the youth, to see that he also employed the services of NGO in order to see that youth within Tudun Wada have this privilege in order to express their knowledge, their talent, and that will be able to be profitable to them. And if you look at the issues of security, because security, when they say an idle workshop is a devil work, an idle mind is a devil workshop, and he was able to see how he can be able to engage the youth. And you see, one way or the other, the youth are actually doing one or two things, getting money in order to solve their own personal problem. And in times of security, you discover that by the time you get engaged in one or two things, there's every tendency that even the rate of crime will reduce drastically, of which he has done that. And at the same time, he has tried as much as possible to see that he called all various youth leaders together and all stakeholders to make sure that all hands must be on deck in order to solve the problem of Tudun Wada together. And the issue of Tudun Wada, it is not a one-man show. It is a collective responsibility of which he has embarked upon. And if you look at the issue of, let me say, working together with all that community, he has been doing that. He has been up and doing, And for the fact that he came on board newly, what he was able to achieve within a specific time, it was amazing. And that shows that there is future in Tudun Wada. Even those people that are yet unborn, they have future. Even our old people who cannot even do anything believe that Tudun Wada also has a future. And if you look at it today, by the special grace of God, we are living together as a community. See, if you look at Tudun Wada, it's a mini Nigeria. And anybody who can be able to handle Tudun Wada as a mini Nigeria is more or less like the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So it seems that he has done a wonderful thing to see that Tudun Wada remains on. And probably, if you don't have it in terms of your knowledge, this is where Muslim and Christian live. And ever since there is problem in times of crisis, you can bear me a witness that such crisis has never happened between the Christian and the Muslim. I don't know what strategy he's using, but it's working for him. And for the fact that it's working for him, we need to support him. We need to encourage him, and together with his executive. And he has been doing that in terms of collaboration with the present government. I believe in his own part, he has been doing this. But for the fact that he's doing his best to see that the government come to the presence of Tudun Wada, let me tell you, this is a political era. You must see some people who are trying to work to serve as a bottleneck, to serve as a bane, to serve as a problem. But I believe he was never deterred. And if you look at Tudun Wada today, in your own perspective, I don't need to tell you, I don't need to blow the trumpet of Tudun Wada people or the leader. Because in as much as a leader of Tudun Wada, it doesn't mean that you own Tudun Wada to yourself. Tudun Wada belongs to me, belongs to you, it belongs to these women who are even selling orange here. Without peace, I don't think you can see them selling orange here. So I believe he has done great, and he's still doing great things, and I believe great things is yet to come as well.
I want you to tell us something, because there are a lot of communities in Jos and in this part of the country who don't understand what it means to stay together. I want you to tell us, tell the world, and some words of encouragement. Tell communities in Jos what to do, or I think, what will I say? What it means to stay together.
Yeah, that is another wonderful question. You see, for me personally, based on my philosophy, staying together is not necessary, but is a must. Is a must, because when you stay together, there are a lot of benefits attached to it. One, you learn from one another. Secondly, you also empower one another, whether economically, whether knowledge-wise, and at the same time, you got to know others people's culture that you need to enrich yourself. And at the same time, you can also be able to create a level playground where people can come together, express themselves. So in the process of expressing yourself or expressing themselves, we can be able to pick one or two things that will benefit the community. Even in the process of expressing one another, people tend to be identified as a true leader. We say, no, this person can also try as much as possible to lead us to the promised land. See, staying together is not necessary, but it is a must. When we say necessary, maybe sometimes we say it's necessary to stay together because we are given a condition. But when we say must, is a word that it has no any option. Are you getting me? So staying together within ourselves in Tudun Wada, it has enriched us richly, and he also given us the privilege to know peoples. He has also given us the privilege to also learn, and at the same time live peaceful within ourselves. And that is why you see, for me in person, I came to Tudun Wada without knowing anybody. But when I came to Tudun Wada and I discovered what is happening in Tudun Wada, I started to work to toe the line of what people that are there doing. What are they doing? Living with one another peacefully, encourage one another peacefully. And at the same time, they say religion is not a barrier, language is not a barrier, but the only things that can help us to achieve whatever we intend to achieve, either personally, community, or as a state, and even as a nation, is what is to stay as one another, and at the same time to achieve what is intended of us to achieve in order to have a better life. If you don't stay together, will you have water? If you don't stay together, will you have good road? If you don't stay together, will you have security? So staying together is the most important thing we must do as human beings, and we must preach, and we are preaching about it. it's good to stay together. It's wonderful to stay together.
Thank you very much. I'm so excited having you here. Welcome to Plateau Voice once more.
Thank you very much.
Viewers at home, thank you very much